All right, welcome back. Another episode of the Rough Rigs podcast. We're back.
We're back, baby.
Back for 2024.
New year.
New year.
How was yours?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Good time.
From the video you sent me, it seemed like you had a great night.
I did. Plenty of hard solos kicking around.
The darkest white man I think I've ever seen. Please explain your night.
Well, it was a good night. Went up to the pub for a bit, then came back and had some hard solos. Bit of glow sticks.
When you say some, how many?
Well, my Christmas present was a case.
That's so good.
So I had a few on Christmas Day, and then it was, just pinched one or two, in between while I was watching the cricket. And there was still a few left over for New Year's.
Yeah.
So
if anyone doesn't get the reference, Will's New Year's video, I couldn't see anything but about 3 glow sticks.
well, I got your message at like 11:30 at night.
Yeah, well, look, I'm
Saying send a video
I'm a bit sick.
for New Year's.
You know what? I think it was perfect.
I'm sitting outside, fucking having a few drinks, just trying to relax, and then
That's good.
got the countdown on,
That's how I wanted it.
ready to go, and then
Just shock you.
now all of a sudden I've got to go into, as
Work mode.
as all our viewers know, I'm the utmost professional. So
That's right. We are professional.
had to put the can down.
Yeah. Well, you didn't really have to. We wouldn't have been able to see it.
I don't think I did anyway. But
Yeah, I worked, so that was shit. Not shit, but I was sick anyway, so I don't think I would have went out regardless. So just spent it with a workmate. Mum made us a little charcuterie box,
yeah.
takeaway box. So we pumped through that. I couldn't really taste much of it, so that's good.
What about your Christmas?
Christmas was good.
Yeah.
Just had family over. Me and my cousin Dylan. He brought over a Captain Morgan. We pumped through that. How delicious
They're good.
is Captain Morgan? Like just straight from you got a litre bottle. I think it was on special. That's why he bought it. And he's one of those blokes. And this is what I want to bring up. He's one of those blokes that how some mates you get with they're heroes and they'll put. Let's just give it a percentage: 30% alcohol, 70% drink, or 40% alcohol, 70% coke, and it just tastes like shit.
Yeah.
It just tastes like jet fuel. Every now and then, yes, cool, fair, go for it. But he made it perfectly every time, and we got through that bottle in about 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
And like we were enjoying it. It wasn't just like we were actually enjoying it.
Do you drink it straight sometimes?
Every now and then, like we had like that much left in the bottle.
Yeah.
So we just got some ice, and then just for the last one we just went on the rocks.
Yeah.
And it was good. So it was just nice not having to fucking competitively drink on Christmas. We were still pissed. Like, both of us were just sitting there.
As long as you're pissed by the end of it.
Oh, dude, bro, I was tipsy for about 7 hours. It was the best day. Like, it was the best feeling ever. And then I went to George's.
But you got to pace yourself. You can't go too hard too early on Christmas, otherwise you...
I think we started 11.
Yeah.
And then I had to leave by about 4, so we smashed the bottle in between that. And then I had about 6 hard solos at George's, and I was just... Yeah, I was good.
Mm. How good are the hard solos?
They're just easy to drink.
They are so easy.
Easy to
drink. What I
drink.
found out though? I always thought it was vodka in them. It's not. It's ethanol.
No, yeah, it's ethanol.
Yeah. So
you can't taste it right at the end.
You can taste. Yeah.
Like, once now you know it.
Yeah.
That last little
sip
or whatever you want to call it, you can just taste that.
I don't taste as much when I have it on tap.
No, because it's more water.
Yeah.
Well, I think it is, and then they add ice and.
Yeah. Oh, I don't always get it without ice.
Yeah, bro. Do you think I do that too. I think me and you are the few people that do that. No ice, thanks, with the CCs. It just takes away the flavour.
I don't mind it with a CC, ice and lime, but with the hard solos, I don't know, just...
I feel like you just get more drink to it, even if it's like half a sip. I don't care, I'm getting more.
Yeah.
I feel better. So yeah, that was my Christmas, New Year's. So that was us.
Lovely.
Shall we move on?
We shall. Let's get on to our drink of the week.
I'm thirsty.
Because I've been shopping again. I've had a couple of weeks here to prepare. We didn't have a podcast last week.
Yep, that's right. Will was fishing.
I was just, doing nothing. And it was quite good. But I had some time to think.
Yep.
Lots of time to think, actually.
Just to give you viewers before you see it, I've only just seen it. This could show promise. If I'm looking at the can, I'm getting a bit excited.
So
I can see the lemon.
I've seen an ad for it.
Oh god!
And then my ears pricked up.
Okay.
Of like this is perfect.
Like a rabbit in
That's it.
headlights. You
That's
just
it.
shit.
It's
You're
like,
alert.
it's like a dog when they hear walk, you know. When they hear that lead, oh,
When they hear park, it's on. It's on for all money.
dinner time. Let's go.
So what have you got here?
So, we've got Carlton Dry Zesty Lemon Flavoured Beer.
Look, zesty, I like.
Now, I've steered away from the...
Oh, it's a flavoured beer.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I've steered away from the soda waters
Yeah.
because
Fuck them.
it's not happening.
They suck dick.
So never again.
About as good as Pakistan's fielding. Yeah.
So Carlton Dry, yeah. So it's a flavoured beer. So they had zesty lemon or they had a mango one.
Okay.
And I was
think
torn. That was the big decision I
think
had to
lemon
make.
and beer, they
But
work well.
I thought so.
Yeah.
And I think if we like this one, then we can try the mango one.
Easy.
So, we've got a couple lined up here. So I'm intrigued. It looks quite good. Again,
I like it.
the cans
Very
have
pretty.
been very good.
It feels
I've been
very
impressed.
Christmassy. It feels very Christmassy.
It does. It feels very, very refreshing. Good colours, blue and gold.
One standard. Dude,
So,
this could be a good omen. That's the first can I've opened without struggling.
oh,
Oh. Alright, I'm ripping in. Wow.
it's a different flavour. It's quite jarring, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a...
The beer and the lemon. It doesn't not work, but it does. I don't know.
It works, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? I think too much lemon, bro. Is that weird to say? Have a big sip. I'll drink it. This is definitely your best.
It goes down.
It's lemony,
I
I like this.
don't
Well,
know.
I'm proud.
I don't know how to feel. I'm confused. This confuses me. Is probably the best way to describe it.
Actually,
Because I don't
think you're letting me...
know how to feel. I don't know how to rate this.
I
'cause
know you
don't-
have many of beers, so it's probably conflicting you in the sense like, what the fuck's this lemon doing?
Yeah, it's like it's not meant to be there, but it's not. Like I'm not complaining that it's there,
You know what?
but it's just not. I don't know.
I'm not a big beer fan. I'll give that a 6. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I liked it more than I hated it. Hence the
Yeah.
6. I thought you would have been more onto this.
Why?
Maybe the lemon's too
I don't
strong for
know.
you.
I don't know.
Mm.
As I said, I'm confused. I think I need a couple more of these
Yeah,
to kind of.
no, you know, if you haven't
get
got
used to
a
the flavour.
rating yet, keep drinking it and we'll
Yeah.
come back to it. Because I know you're a beer man, so it might take time to settle in.
I don't hate it though. Like
I know what you mean.
I'm surprised. Like I thought it would be like, ooh, these flavors work well together. I didn't expect that. Or these flavors are awful. They don't work together.
Yeah.
But it's kind of neither of those things.
It's in the middle of both. It's like
Yeah.
good, but it's not.
I've never had a drink that confuses me this much.
He's conflicted. He's very conflicted.
I'm very conflicted. I don't. Yeah.
Unlike a palmy, he's very conflicted.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
anyways,
Look,
sit on it.
We'll get back to it because
You sit on it and you let us know.
Yeah.
Sorry if I sound like fucking Darren Lockyer's love child, by the way. Yeah, had better weeks. But we're not complaining because it's the week of the Sydney Test and
It
we're
is.
fucking going. I'll tell you that for free.
we will be. Whether we will see any cricket or not, who knows?
Let's go for the trifecta of not seeing a ball being played. Let's go for a repeat of Usman being on 195 the day before.
Yeah.
All he needed was one cover drive. Let's be fucking real, because they would have put one wide and he could have just hit it. But no, Sydney and it's rain.
Yeah.
They're mates. It won't rain any other time in January, but the first week of January,
And then,
it's
I,
rain.
and I went the day after because I just wanted to see some fucking cricket.
I just want to see something.
Something. I just want to see a ball goal, and then fucking. I think it was it Pat Cummins? Must have been Pat Cummins. He fucking declared.
Yeah,
Or was he? And it didn't-
bastard.
Yeah, it was a draw anyway. It didn't fucking count. So
Bastard,
anyway,
but we love him.
yeah, well he's pretty good now.
Shall
so
we talk about said
Let's talk about it.
cricket teams?
Let's talk about Pat Cummins because he's incredible.
Incredible is an understatement. Like, can you go any further? Like,
He's just.
it's unbelievable.
He's just.
He's a
beautiful.
game changer.
He's beautiful.
He's a game changer. He's got it all.
He's got the looks. He's got the
Gillette
yeah.
got his face sorted out.
Best a man can get.
He's the captain of the greatest cricketing country of all time. I'm saying it.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone else says. And he just wins games. As of like he's just winning games.
Mm-hmm. He does love his solar paddles though, so you know.
Well, yeah. And one thing I will say about any Australian cricketer, horrible fucking actors.
Oh.
I think cricket and acting should never be mates. But for
I
reason,
like it with KFC.
I feel like because
KFC works because it's happened for such a long time.
Yeah,
like,
and it's KFC. I think
you had
it's,
Ricky Ponting, you
yeah.
had Mike Classy. Like, the bad acting in it makes it.
Yeah. But I think that's how KFC wanted it. I
Yeah.
think these Gillette ads are like, they're trying to be serious.
Them and the Toyota ones, and yeah.
Speaking of Toyota, how ugly is the Toyota patch right in the middle of the
Yeah, I don't
sternum
get
of the...
it's
Why isn't it lower?
It's not the right size, is
I'm
it?
confused.
Yeah.
I'm very
It should be lower and it should be either bigger or smaller. Like, it's...
Yeah, it's
that... Yeah.
very confusing. Anyways, Pakistan, they had a chance to win this game.
They played well. They,
And when I say chance,
they had a big
serious chance.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's what people were crying out for. I think a little bit of competition.
yeah. And then when we get it,
we're
shitting our pants.
It's like, I don't like that anymore. But,
So, I was at the golf. I did 18 holes with friend of the show, Zach.
yeah.
Friend of the show, Marco. And friend of the show, Blake. And we come into the golf, you know, where all the food's being served. And we watch everyone, mostly white people, I'll be honest. They were watching the TV. And cricket was on every TV in this pub. So it was good.
Yeah.
Once it got down to like 100 runs with Rizwan, is it Rizwan? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
The keeper?
Yeah.
I was getting nervous.
Mm.
Bro, I was getting truly nervous.
Yeah.
And some of the shots he was playing was very elegant. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
he's in. He's experienced. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
And then Pat Cummins just says, hey boys, give me the ball.
Yeah.
And then he says, everyone just fucking aggressive field set. If they hit us for some runs and win, so be it. And what's he do? He puts the team on his back and just says, jump on boys.
Yeah.
I'm winning this game for you. Fuck me, Dad, he was good.
I'd jump on his back.
Was that his best bowling performance? Bit of bareback. Was that his best bowling performance ever? Like, ever? I know the strength of opposition isn't high, but
I would say no. I feel like he's had a better bowling performance, but it was very good.
Just how clutch it was, too.
Yeah.
Like, not many captains would say, you know what, give me the game. I'm either going to win us this or I'm going to lose us this.
Yeah.
And it was good to see.
Yeah.
I think the Pat Cummins haters...
Some of those balls that he bowled were just unplayable.
Unplayable.
Like, I know the Pakistan opposition's not the best, but
you could
they're
get
good players.
You could get prime Ricky Ponting.
Yeah.
He'd miss that shot.
Yeah.
Like, he would miss it.
Well, that one that kind of just hit the seam and nipped straight back in.
Yeah.
And
How do you play that?
Yeah.
Old mate played as best he could too.
Yeah.
Bat in front of his pad.
Mm.
Still
Yeah.
Still got through. Like, he was unreal. So.
Where do you reckon he is in our best bowlers? We talked about Nathan Lyon a couple of weeks ago. Where do you reckon he is?
I'd still have Glenn, Vaughan, even Lyon, still.
Yeah.
Just longevity. I think longevity.
Where do you reckon he can end up? Like, at the...
Oh.
If we're having this conversation at the end of his career in, 6 years' time...
If we're going based off bowling and not captaincy, bowling-wise, I think third could... Oh, I don't know, man. If this is what we're seeing now at his age, who knows? He could really be our best bowler.
Because he's probably still getting into his prime. Like, his prime is now.
He might not have 700 wickets.
Yeah.
But the wickets he's getting are unbelievable. Like, truly... I reckon he could be anything, bro. Like, really. It depends how you view bowling. Like, I view spinners higher than I do quicks. But then I also view Glenn McGrath as our best bowler ever. Because of what he did over an extended period.
Mm.
It was boring, but fuck me, it was like just a pressure cooker. When he was bowling, it was a pressure cooker. But Pat Cummins just takes those wickets at the moment. Those wickets that you need to take. I don't know, I'd say third. I'd still have Warren above him. And I'd probably still have McGrath above him. But other than that, Lyon might have more wickets, but depending by the end of Cummins' career and the end of Lyon's career, it depends how they go out. It's like, sort of like Warren. He lost his ability to turn it towards the end of his career, but he still had that drift.
Yeah.
That's why he got a lot of those wickets.
Yeah.
Like, so if he can still just take wickets at an older age, who knows, man? Where have you got him? Where do you...
Yeah, probably just behind Warren and McGrath, I think. He could sit
nothing against Lyon.
comfortably at 3, I think.
Being an off spinner, you can only get one style of wicket, like, really. Whereas Cummins is like really...
But his ability to win you games...
Oh, is...
Like he did,
He won it... I know it's Pakistan, but still, they can bat. Like, let's not take the piss out of them too much. Rightfully so, they can't field, so fucking take the piss out of them there.
Yeah.
What about the comments after the game from
of the coach or whatever they?
I think they call him a director. Let's just call him. I forget his name.
That's very fucking.
But to
egotistical.
Yeah, no. I'm a director of the losing side. Paraphrasing, he pretty much said the better team lost.
There's been a lot of this going on. Like England kind of started the trend there with their moral victories, and India were the best team on paper.
Are we just the goats at moral wins?
Yeah,
Are we just the greatest moral win team of all time?
Just we I don't know. People can't win against us.
What do you think of those comments?
It's an odd one. Like the reason they lost is because they can't fucking catch.
Well, 52 byes, I believe, and 4 crucial.
That's always been a thing with Pakistan. Like they've got the batting and the bowling in particular has always been there.
Yeah.
They just can't fucking catch. Like they dropped Warner early. They dropped someone else, didn't they?
Those drops
was it Marsh?
Yeah,
Marsh early on.
And those drops lead to 142 runs or whatever
it
ended up being. It's like, just take your catches.
Yeah.
Especially that first one. That first one was disgusting. An A grader could have caught that. Anyone could have caught that. I could have fucking caught that.
My nan could have caught that.
Your nan?
She's fucking dead.
And she just copped backyard cricket on Christmas Day, getting peppered by Will and Co. I think Pakistan truly just need to get a fielding coach that gives a fuck. Or is it just...
But why was he in the slips in the first... Like, Babar Azam is one of their best fielders. I don't know why he wasn't in the slips in the first place.
And then Salmon takes an absolute fucking worldie. Like
he's worldie. He seems like a good fieldsman.
And I can't remember what page put up. It could have even been someone I know. They wrote, like, why did you put him in? Like... Because that was an absolute worldie. Pakistan going forward have just got to work on their fielding. They've got everything... Look, their batting's not all there, their bowling's not all there, but you can see they're close.
They had that fight, which is good to see. Like, they had
close.
that, well, hang on, we're not going to just fucking lie down here. We're going to actually fight. What do you think of Rizwan's wicket, the one that came off his glove very clearly, that he was having a fucking
shit look, it was off his glove.
Yeah.
Let's just cut the shit. Look, I think just the heat of the moment, he's a very passionate keeper, batsman. I think it was just his passion got the better of him. And rightfully so.
Because he kept pointing to this mark on his arm.
That happened.
It was there when he walked out to bat.
Yeah. It happened way before all this.
He probably rubbed a bit of fucking zinc on it or something.
I'm actually glad, putting on him, spitting on it, trying to slap it. Yeah, I think Pakistan will be good in the Sydney Test with a shit wicket.
I hope they have that same kind of fight. As long as they don't win.
Like, predictions for Sydney Test. I want to see Warner get a century.
I don't.
I know you don't. Like, I dislike him.
I hope he gets out first ball.
I dislike him a lot.
Actually, you know what? We could be mates. He wants to have a beer with everyone. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. He could be fucking dead by the end. There could be 22,000 there.
I'll have a beer with him. Yeah. I'll have a beer with anyone.
Oh, exactly right. With him, Valentine Holmes.
No, maybe not him.
I'd like to see Warner get some...
glass cup.
Jesus Christ. I'd like to see him get some form of a, good tally. My second part to this is, do you think the crowd will clap?
I think they will.
Do you think they'll get around him?
I think they'll get around him. I think... Look, say what you want about him, but he has been a very good player over a very long time.
Yeah.
May not be the best of blokes.
He's very spearheaded.
He's very... he would go down as probably, maybe, apart from Hayden and Langer, as one of our best openers.
One of our... Yeah, 100%.
So...
As much as I dislike him as well, he has been a great
you've got to respect what he's done in terms of winning games for the country.
Someone did you'd like this. Someone did like a montage of him recommending to the selectors who he thinks should be in the replace him.
Yeah.
And about a year ago he said Harris. Recently he said Renshaw, and then one of the media guys said, but Cameron Bancroft, he's arguably been by far the best Shield player, by far the best BBL player. Like, they're just, and he said, yeah, well, I guess it's the selector's job, so I'll just stay out of it. Quite funny, obviously, after the sandpaper cheating scandal. Obviously, they're not mates, so that's good to see. Warner keeping true to himself.
Yeah. Well, I remember Bancroft kind of came out in an interview and basically blamed Warner for it. And said, he made me do it. So that might
I agree.
Might have something to do with
I reckon it's so true, but Warner will get paid about $2 million from Channel 9.
He's going to get a 60 minutes interview.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He's going to get paid.
Or a book deal.
A squillion too.
He'll get a book deal.
But he's going to lie, I swear to God. Everyone knows he was the...
Yeah.
The... What do you call it? The main guy.
Well, he kind of like has this, personality that he's trying to portray himself as this open and honest person, but he's never addressed it.
No, never.
So,
Steve Smith had to go down with a sinking ship. Speaking of Smith, I hope he has a great Sydney test. He needs it. Just for himself.
How good was his innings? He didn't look comfortable.
No.
But just the fight, he's like, you're not going to get me out.
Very similar to England, Ashes.
And it's what we needed at that time. Mitch Marsh was just hitting everything.
Yeah.
He needed someone to kind of stay with him, and Smith did that. So even though he's kind of lost, he's not quite what he was in that Ashes series, but he's still got that fight and that hunger to
100%.
score runs when the team needs it. And that's the biggest thing. He's never really scored runs when the team doesn't need it.
Exactly.
It's always been, we're 2 for fuck all, in the middle of a batting collapse, wickets happening around him, and he stays in and he scores runs. So he kind of needs that pressure. It
was a dogfight of a 50, but it was so entertaining, both sides. It was great bowling.
Yeah.
I'll even say it was great bowling.
Yeah.
They bowled excellent to Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Everything on the pads, obviously they've worked out, hey, you bowl at the pads, he'll miss one.
Yeah.
And look, a few umpire decisions go his way. For Marsh, for him, for a few batsmen. And I think that's why Pakistan were upset, but it's like, dude,
there's the same thing happened in the first test when that ball literally scraped the top of the bail when he got given out.
Yeah, and umpires are likely going to say not out.
Pat Cummins got given out the ball that missed his bat by about 2 centimetres, I think.
Yeah.
So you're going to get decisions go your way. You're going to get decisions that don't go your way. It's part of cricket. Deal with it.
I know, and it's umpires are likely going to go with not out now.
Yeah.
Then they are out because of the review system. It's there for that reason. The Marsh one I was surprised about.
The one that he left.
I'll be honest, that one looked like it was coming in.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think if you're leaving the ball, you kind of deserve to be given out, to be honest.
Well, especially if it's that close onto the stump. I think the umpire rightfully should give it out, and then as the batsman, that's your...
Use your bat, mate.
No. Look, I get it was a good ball, but he saw it pretty early. He stepped across and saw it. So, oh well, we won. Sucked in. Pakistan, learn how to field.
That's it.
Take your blindfolds off before you walk out to the middle.
Danger of fucking catching a ball, you dickheads.
Yeah, it's just not good enough, bro. They win the game.
This is sort of...
Think about it.
There's no other team at a fucking test standard that would be dropping them.
They win the game if they take those catches.
But they always do it. I don't understand. It's got to be a culture thing.
It's an attitude thing. It's 100% an attitude thing.
Because it's been like that for as long as they play cricket.
Because even their fielding along the ground is dog shit.
Yeah.
It's like watching
the overthrows.
It's like they're at Montfarville, but they're not. They're at one of the best grounds in the world. It's...
Yes.
Montfarville reference. It's like a...
You know what would be dangerous? And it's something that I think we can maybe incorporate when we go to the cricket. Every time Pakistan misfield a ball,
they have to have a sip.
Oh,
okay, I'm down.
You'll be gone by the fucking 10 overs.
I'll be dead. Everyone will be dead.
10 overs.
I think we've got a group of what, 17 of us?
Yeah.
Bro,
they drop a catch, you got to finish your drink.
Oh, dude, might as well get 30 drinks on hand. Fucking hell, especially with a bit of rain about. I'll just use the ball being a bit dewy as an excuse now. Yeah, let's do it. The fans want you to buy your donuts, so Rough Rigs must upload you eating said donuts.
Oh, keep an eye out on our socials, because they are sensational donuts.
Should we do a first beer, second beer? This is my first beer.
We can do
that.
Then
might be 26. It's only 11:45. Pakistan dropped 12 catches, and
we're on the ground.
We're dead. We might do something funny. We'll do something funny. We'll figure it out. We might even just do it for Will, because Will's a far better drinker than me. Not that it's a fucking game.
Oh, it can be.
It can be. I might get you to go toe to toe against fucking Zach or something.
Done.
There's a challenge. Or Danny, one of the old boys.
I'll take him on.
Yeah. Alright, moving on.
What about, there's been more cricket going on. Hasn't just been us in Pakistan.
It hasn't.
There's been India.
It has.
India and South Africa.
Dude.
And India's lost, which is fantastic to see.
India walking to South Africa is just a kryptonite.
I don't understand
they can't win.
How are they so good against us? They've beaten us the last 2 times they're here.
It brings me so much joy.
They go to South Africa and just absolutely shit the bed. The conditions aren't too dissimilar to what they are here. maybe a little bit more bounce. Probably more similar to Perth, I would say.
I found a new favourite player.
Yeah.
Tony De Zorzi.
What about Berger?
But he's cool. He goes hard too. He's very Morné Morkel-ish.
A little bit.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
Very he gets in your face. It's good, dude. It's good. But again, that's it. Have you seen the test side that they're sending to New Zealand?
Yeah, that's a disgrace.
That's actually I get money is your be all and end all, but dude.
Just before we get into that, I do want to touch on
disgusting.
Some of the comments Rohit Sharma made.
Oh my god!
Did you see that?
Yeah.
He's saying that the pitch. He wasn't happy with the pitch that was prepared. It was too in favour of the South Africans.
Whoa! Shock. That's usually what happens when you go away from home.
It's like India of all places preparing fucking dust bowls.
Hypocritical, eh? Fucking hell.
You're playing on a fucking elephant track.
Elephants are there to walk across the pitch. Oh, is that Stark's footprint? No, it's an elephant.
And they're complaining because they go here and the pitches. Oh, it's a little bit bouncy.
He's a pig.
Yeah.
I like him, but he's a pig.
Well, come on, mate.
Yeah. So India suck against.
Yeah. So they've never won in South Africa.
Never.
And it's only a 2-match series, which is kind of disappointing. Would have liked to see
at least three. I think 3 should be the minimum, unless it's like one of these half series like we're doing with West Indies.
With West Indies or But I think if you're playing against, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very
because it's a big series for India especially. Because they've never played there. They've never won there.
And considering South Africa fucking don't play many tests anymore, you'd think they should probably win.
It makes me wonder why they were so shit when they came here though.
Who?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Like they came here last year and they really didn't.
Oh shit. I think our quicks just get to them, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tricky to say. It's Anyways, India suck.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful they lost.
Cop that.
Imagine talking about a pitch when all your pitches look like fucking dust bowls and elephant crossings and fucking
Anyway,
shut up.
Cop that, Virat.
Shut up, Rohit. Yeah, Rohit.
Yeah, Rohit, Virat, fucking all of them. But they're going to New Zealand now, South Africa. With a B team is generous to call them that.
But with being respectful, D team.
Well, it is because they're reserve teams. Well, they're reserve players that obviously didn't get selected for the test against India. They're also playing in the
domestic
T20. So it's because any contracted player can't play.
Yeah, it's
in
one of the other
test series, which is absolutely ridiculous.
I reckon this is a D team. Like I'm not even. I know one person.
Well, the captain has never played a game before.
Exactly right.
Like he's captaining the team from. He's probably fucking come from 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And now he's captaining the country.
He's happy, man. He didn't get contracted for T20. Now he's going to captain his country. If that was me, I'd take it.
Yeah,
I would take it.
Yeah, 100%. You take it and you hope that you can, jag some runs and.
And if they win, what they need to figure out what to do with Test cricket in South Africa because.
Yeah. It's a big issue, and this is. I believe this will be the first of many similar situations the way it's going.
Yeah.
I can't see, unless the ICC kind of step in and say, well, we need to do something about this. This is a serious problem that we cannot let evolve into bigger things.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's going to be Australia, India, and England playing Test cricket.
Test cricket's going to die. It's sad.
So
even the Aussie boys, did you say we're only playing 9?
Yeah.
This calendar year.
Yeah.
And I think that's the least amount other than South Africa.
Yeah.
I think even the West Indies are playing 11. I think India are playing the most at 19, England are playing 17, and New Zealand are playing 13. We're only playing 9.
Yeah.
So even below West Indies, bro, that's a bit surprising.
Yeah.
Like the West Indies want to play 11 tests.
But you can't blame the players.
No, it's not the players' fault, again.
For one, they're forced to do it. They don't really have a choice. They either get a contract from Cricket South Africa or they're uncontracted and they can play Test cricket.
Yeah,
but
Test cricket.
You have that. And it's hard to blame the South African board as well if they're not making any money from Test cricket.
It's all about money now, so
it's a tricky one. and I think it's up to the ICC to really kind of step in and help fund Test
Surely,
cricket for these countries. And yeah,
it's a tricky situation, man. It's scary too because I like South Africa.
It's a complex one because like a couple of years ago they were an outstanding Test side.
And it's like Rabada, he's on track to be.
They're kind of falling the same way that the West Indies have.
Yeah.
Well, they were a good Test cricketing side, 15 years ago. And then T20, all their kind of Test players want to play T20, and it's
So it's like look at Rabada. He's got 1 million wickets already.
Yeah.
If they don't play any Tests, may as well just. No one's ever going to get close to that record except for him.
Well, he's got one of the best averages and strike rates of any bowler across any time. And
it's a shame that
he doesn't play enough. He'll go down with 350 Test wickets and barely get a look in. He plays more Tests. He's up around 600, 700 Test wickets.
That's
and he's
right.
one of the greats of all time. So.
And that's what I mean. He's always bowling to a good nation. They barely verse the West Indies. He's always playing New Zealand's, Australia's, England's, India's. So it's like all these wickets are good wickets.
And it's disappointing because it would have been a good series.
Oh, great series.
Against New Zealand. New Zealand have never beat South Africa.
Yep.
Home or away.
So, fuck.
So...
Imagine if they can still win. That'd be fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
Every player walks out unsponsored. Fucking their mums have dropped them off.
Well, they're going to get some sponsorships now.
Oh, 100%.
Good on them.
Even a T20 gig, if they play good enough.
Yeah.
If they're not actually...
I think their most experienced player has 8 games. I think one of their bowlers.
Is that going to be on KO? I might give that a watch if it's on.
It should be.
I'll be honest. So. If that's on, I'll give it a watch just to see what the go is.
Yeah.
Because this could be a diamond in the rough stuff too for South Africa. This you never know.
Well, some of their players kind of step up, and all of a sudden they've found some.
Well, look at that Tony DeZorzi for their one day side.
Yeah.
186 in 2 games they played, and that's his first 2 games.
Yeah.
You're looking at old aging Bavuma. You're looking at aging players. It's like there's another guy.
Well, Dean Elgar, he's just retired.
Dean Elgar, and he just got 100 million and 185 or whatever the fuck it was the other day. Thanks for coming, India. So, cop that one, you pigs.
So,
anyways,
it'll be interesting.
We heavily dislike India.
It's a bit of a shame. Well, yeah.
And we really like South Africa.
I don't mind South Africa. They've got some players that I quite like. I like that Jansen.
I love the way you say that. Jansen. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's scored some runs.
Yeah, he got 80
something.
Yeah. Bavuma couldn't come out and help him get to 100.
Yeah, typical. No, jokes. Anyways, we'll move on. Fuck India.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Big Bash happening, kind of. It's been raining most of the time.
Yeah, thanks. So. Thanks, rain. Cheers. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you watch?
Chris Lynn's done some stuff.
Yeah, he has. Fuck, I thought they were on set for 250 the other night.
They're looking good.
The way they were pumping.
Yeah. They look quite good, the Strider. They lost the game though, so can't be that good. Stars are getting some wins though.
Did you hear Haydos's commentary last night?
Hey?
Haydos's commentary last night before they... So obviously there was nothing going on, so they've obviously told him fucking just waffle some shit. And he went on about for like a 15-minute... I don't even know what you want to call it. 15 minutes of Queensland's better than New South Wales. And he was just naming all these random things. Queensland's this, Queensland's that. And then I'm just sitting there going, fuck you, Haydos.
Yeah.
He's pretty much saying, we got better beer, better this, better... And then they get Moses on, they're like, look at the rain. And he's like, okay, he got me. He was just like bamboozled. Yeah, Big Bash's been on. It's been fun.
Did you hear what
Nothing to...
Kerry O'Keefe was saying in commentary the other night? It was the Melbourne Stars and...
Oh, he was calling... He was sort of hitting on it, Ish, but he wasn't. He was like saying she was... he's a funny prick.
So he... oh,
the climax?
Yeah. Yeah. So he's kind of like, oh, it's going to be a tight finish.
Yeah.
Isha, she knows what she's doing.
She's good, dude.
She's cheeky.
Hence why no one's talking about it, because she added on to it. It was good.
She's just like, oh, don't you like climax, Kerry?
And he's like, I love it.
I do. Just not with Stoinis.
He's so good, eh? He's so good.
And you just hear him fucking laughing in the...
She's so good, though.
Like, you can tell they've turned the mics off, but you still hear his...
Oh, 100%. It's... she knew what to do there, and it was just a job well done. It was a well done. That was good. He's so good, but he's so quick. And it's not disrespectful. It's just quick, good old school humour.
Yeah,
like it's just good humour.
And his laugh, how good's his laugh?
Oh, one of the goats, and the way his teeth and his gums stick out, dude. I love him. I fucking love him. So yeah, he's one of the goats.
Absolutely. Who would you have as your top three? Let's say top three commentators.
Bro, at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
That what's his name? I'm having a mind blank. The main guy, Howie.
Yeah,
Howie.
I like Howie.
He's great.
He's come a long way. He wasn't as good as what he is now.
He's awesome.
When he first started, but he's.
I think Howie's number one, bro. He's been awesome.
He doesn't miss a thing.
No, and I'm just gonna go to O'Keefe because he's fucking.
Yeah, you gotta have that
outrageously funny.
Comic relief.
I mean, Isha, dude. She knows, the one thing I appreciate about her, I guess being a woman in a men-dominated sport, it's hard to, gather the attention of the audience. But bro, I think it's because of her voice.
Yeah.
Every time she speaks, I'm tuned in.
But she's fucking knowledgeable too.
She's
she knows what she's saying.
And she's witty.
Yeah.
She's very witty. If they bring up a random stat, she'll go, yeah, but have you seen this?
Yeah.
And she'll just counteract it.
Yeah.
And the other person's like, oh shit.
And she'll have a laugh though.
She's good. Like with Kerry the other night, she had a good laugh. It was a bit getting close to the line, but because they both went there, it was funny. It was a good laugh. Whereas in the past, that would be all over the news. That sexism, da da da. So yeah, I think them three. For me,
she's professional, but she's also relaxed enough to kind of.
She's probably one of the few female commentators that can really get an audience listening to each and every word she says. It's good. I like her, and she's very attractive, so that helps.
Brett Lee thinks so.
Yeah, well, Brett Lee.
He loves being.
Is he single?
He loves being in the commentary box with her.
He's pretty much frothing at the mouth every time she speaks. He's just looking at her like, dude, if you were a number 10 batsman, I'd bowl you out. Fucking. He's so good.
Saw it the other night when they kept cutting to the commentary
box,
cam. He's slowly just making his way.
Yeah, he's just doing these ones, ain't he? He's just getting more relaxed. Just take out each.
Bring a leg over.
Is he single? I can't. Cheeky little bastard.
So, yeah.
Funny, bro. He's trying to shoot his shot. Good on him. Hey, every shot you don't shoot, you miss, dude. I reckon Kerry's got more of a chance. Anyways, yeah, those three for me. What about you? I think just because they're young too, they got the old school with the young. It's mixed in nice.
Yeah, I agree. I think Howie.
I think Ponting's good.
Ponting.
He'd be my 4.
Ponting is a very good analysis.
Yeah, analyst.
That one.
He likes anal. Yeah, analyst.
Well, hey, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
But yeah, no, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But he kind of annoys me sometimes because he gets on a bit of a rant and he goes on with the point.
Well, that's when they cut him off. Usually they go, oh.
Like he makes a point and it's a good point, but then he just fucking rambles on.
Oh, the short ball. Yeah. You should bowl a short ball here. I don't know why he hasn't bowled a short ball here. Yeah, so those three for me.
So Howie. Just because those big moments, he doesn't miss.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Every time there's a milestone 100. Look at Boland. Bill the man is statue. He just
hits nice. It's a nice hit every time.
He's good highlights. You're looking back at the highlights, you hear his voice, and he gets that moment. So I'd have him. I'd have Skull.
Skull. Yeah.
He's just great.
He's such a good personality for cricket as a whole. You need those guys.
And then I quite like Junior.
I
like Mark Waugh. Just because he knows what he's talking about as well.
Yeah.
A bit like Ponting, but he doesn't ramble on as much. He just kind of, if someone cuts him off, he'll be like, yeah, fuck you.
Sweet. He's got that unique voice too.
Yeah.
He's got that very recognisable. And
he's very direct.
Yeah, and a lot of old school cricket fans love him. So it's like he's going to get the right audience.
He doesn't mince his words.
No,
he says what he's thinking, which is great. You don't want the whole commentary team to be like that.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have that balance of one of them just saying, no, they're actually fucking dreadful.
You need a nice balance because...
I quite like Michael Vaughan as well, actually.
Vaughan goes alright. He's good.
Yeah, I'm surprised with how much I don't mind him just because I couldn't stand him as a player. But
what's the Kiwi bloke's name? The big bloke?
Ian Smith. He's
Ian
good.
Smith.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
would-
I'd have him in there,
If-
actually.
okay,
I'd have him instead of Junior.
Top 5, I want a top 5. Ian Smith, Ponting, only because I like, sometimes he reads the game really well,
Yeah.
and then Ish, Keith, and
Yeah.
Howie, in whatever order, because they're cool. They're
Yeah.
just cool.
The Fox team is so much better than
I
this.
do. Like, it's just class above. Anyways, that's how.
I had to watch a bit of Seven Over.
The test match just because I didn't have
Yeah. Okay.
Foxtel, but yeah, it's not good.
It's not good. They just talk about their weekends and shit.
And yeah. Anyway,
Anyways, moving on.
Um,
He's into the Rough Rigs 11. He needs to be. in
Ian Smith is there.
there. Ian Smith
He
is
is there. You know what? Let's induct a new member.
We're inducting a new
Ian
member.
Smith. Where's he batting?
Test
He's-
cap.
we need
So
to
what
keep
do we got?
up.
We got 3 already. We've got
We've got Fui,
Fui,
Raheem.
and didn't we go Munster? We had Munster in there.
Did we?
We
No,
had
I
someone.
don't think so.
I think we had 2 footy players.
We threw Travis Head in there. Somewhere.
That's why we had Travis Head.
Yeah.
Travis Head, Raheem, and who did we just say?
Fui.
So he's getting test cap number 4
Yeah.
from the Rough Rigs.
Well, we need a keeper.
Yeah, we do.
So
He's in.
he can slot in there nicely.
So welcome to the team. Thanks for coming.
Well done, Ian Smith.
What a team we've got.
It's come along nicely.
Raheem is our captain. Smith is our keeper. Head is our wherever the fuck you want to put him. What a team. Team of Rough Rigs.
It's a great team.
Anyway.
Shaping up very nicely.
It is.
So yeah, the Test cricket starts tomorrow.
It does.
It'll be today. It'll be already happening by the time you're listening to this.
Yeah, or when you get to listen to this,
It'll be well underway. Pakistan's probably dropped 3 catches by now, and we're fucking
Australia 1 for 103, but we should be 3 for 102.
yeah. And we're on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah, dead, like deceased. We might need the red frog ladies to come just put 16 frogs down their gullets.
So apart from Pakistan dropping catches, what's your predictions?
Predictions.
do you reckon's
I think
gonna
Smith gets a gritty 50.
Nice.
Another gritty one just because the SCG
Yeah.
pitch is dog shit
Yeah.
by day 3. I think Warner, I'd like to think Warner would get a century, but, it depends. And I think Hazelwood, if plays, which he will, I hope he gets a 5-er.
Mm.
So, those are my big 3.
I think Uzi will score some runs. Might have a decent partnership with Warner to open the batting. They might
To start.
both get 50s. Be
Yep.
quite a nice moment for them.
Yeah, as a final send-off.
Um,
Because we might not get to a second innings. Let's
Yeah,
be realistic.
yeah.
So this first inning.
so I
really-
think, yeah, a good solid opening partnership. I think they'll get at least 50 each.
Yep.
And then I think Travis Head hasn't done much yet. So I think he'll just kind of will be a good platform at the start.
Yep.
He'll come in, score will be over 200 already, and he's just going to tee off a little bit, have
Yep.
some fun. He might score a quick fire, 70 or
Yep.
something like
Whatever's
that.
needed. Whatever's needed.
And then Nathan Lyon will get some wickets, I reckon.
Yep.
I think it could be a big game for him.
Hope so. I hope all the Hazelwood's bowled really well this series. Hasn't
Yeah.
really got much to show for it.
Yeah.
Lyons bowled pretty well. Hasn't got much to show for it. I hope those guys that sort of haven't had the luck of the wickets get in. So,
Yeah.
have you got a bet of the week?
I don't.
Since we're talking about cricket.
Well, I'll throw something out there. I'll say Warner, Khawaja to both score 50.
Warner and Khawaja 50s.
And Head. I'll put all 3 of them to score 50.
50s?
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know what that's going to pay.
Just
but,
repeat that again.
um,
I'll look it up for you after I say mine.
what did I say? Khawaja, Warner, Head to all score 50 plus.
Actually, I'll look that up for you now, just so we can get a...
And then maybe chuck Lyon in to get a couple of wickets.
You're going big, dude.
Well, I should have got in last
Mm.
last bet. I had Cummins as the leading wicket taker, which happened.
Yep.
And then I went Shah Masood to
Shan Masood.
top score for the Pakistan team. Didn't quite happen. I think he made 50 something.
So Warner 50, you
And-
said? Khawaja 50?
Yeah.
And
Head.
Head.
And then some other bloke, Shafiq, I think, the bloke that can't catch. I think he got 60. So missed out by, I
think 8 or 9 runs.
So your multi of Warner, Usman, and Head to score 50 each is paying $12.65.
That's all right.
That's Will's bet of the week.
Yeah. Chuck it on.
Mine's quite similar. I've got Warner to score a 50. I've gone Uzi to score a 30. I've gone Marnus to score a 20. And I've got Steve Smith to score a 50, and that's paying $9.67. So if you do bet, please gamble responsibly.
You win some, you lose more.
There we go. Follow if you want. Don't suck if it loses. If you followed, eat a dick. We suck at betting.
No,
it's a hobby thing.
Incredible.
Yeah, I think we're about 2 for about 40, but that's all right.
Toss 2, I think.
$1.90, so if that's Will's. You don't even need to put it on the bet of the week. That's just Will's side chip.
I tell you what, I had a strong feeling just before the toss on Boxing Day. I wasn't confident at all leading into the week. Just before the toss, I just had an urge. Pakistan are going to win this one. Jumped on $50. and they won the toss, so...
Mum, it was actually a little funny story, a quick one. Walked downstairs, Mum goes, Will's bet of the toss has just lost. I said, what happened? She goes, Pakistan just won.
Yeah, no.
And we had a little laugh, I'll be honest. Me and Mum had a little
I just had a sense just before the toss. Call it a sixth sense, if you will. Yeah, no, just felt like Pakistan are on here. Saw the way he was walking out to the crease. He had that point in his hand. And,
he had that look.
Yeah.
He had that double-headed head.
He wasn't losing that toss.
Yeah, guaranteed win.
So yeah.
Moving on.
So yeah, Warner's last test. Obviously, we're both picking him to score some runs.
Yep.
Kind of hope he doesn't, because you
don't like him.
I don't really like him, but hey, if it gets my bet up, I'll be happy.
So, where do you reckon he ranks? We already said he's one of our best openers.
Batsman as a whole.
For
Australia?
As an Australian cricketer, how do you think he'll kind of go down as?
I think top 10.
Yeah.
I think he'd be right at the 10, but he'd be top 10. Just because of what he's done in all formats.
Yeah.
Strong fielder, doesn't really drop anything. Even aggressive on the boundary. Like I'll give it to him. He sprints hard.
Yeah.
Twos that should be threes. He keeps them to twos. Like, he's an overall good cricketer, but that cheating scandal will always have that grey area.
Yeah.
That will sort of tarnish his career. He could have 15,000 runs.
That's always going to be his kind of legacy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always going to be there for those three guys: Smith, Bancroft, and Warner.
I don't think Smith as much.
I think Smith forgave Smith. I think the country forgave Smith as soon as that happened, because you could tell in the heart when a grown man cries, you can tell when it's they're being truthful.
Yeah.
And I think he had zero idea.
Yeah, and then as well how he came back in that Ashes series and just scored. Like if you're scoring runs, you're going to be forgiven.
Yeah.
If you're scoring runs like Bradman.
I'd say 10.
Whereas Warner, he kind of came back and he wasn't ever really the same.
What, he averaged 26 away from home and 32 at home the last 2 years?
It makes it a lot easier to kind of give shit to someone if they're not performing.
Big time. Where do you have him? I'm going to have him right at like the 10-ish
mark.
There isn't many players better than him, let's put it that way.
Well, you got
Pontings,
Ponting, probably I'd have Clark, Hussey,
Bradman, obviously. Smith.
War.
Yeah.
Alan Border, probably.
See, from here on, this is where it gets hard, doesn't it?
He's there. He's there or thereabouts, isn't he? He's kind of in that mix of...
It's a tricky one. Even like people would argue Gilchrist, but it's like, no man. Like batting wise, no. Like,
yeah, I would say he's around about 10.
8 to 10.
8, yeah.
Yeah.
8 to 12, that kind of region, I think.
All right, good that we agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's good regardless of what he's done. He's a great cricketer.
Well, I've got a little a thing here for you.
Nice. It's getting thrown back at me.
You've been giving me the blind rankings. Now I figured Warner's gone,
so who's going to replace him? So I'm going to give you some options.
So this is for replacing Warner.
Blind
rankings.
Blind rankings.
Okay.
Now.
There'd only be about 5, yeah? I'm guessing.
5, yeah.
Because you can't really.
Yeah.
Can't give me 10
There's
more.
not too many options.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Is there even 10 people playing cricket for Sheffield Shield?
Renshaw.
Ooh. 4.
4.
Only because I know there's going to be a doozy in there somewhere, so I'm just going to...
Cameron Green.
2. The potential's all there. It's just getting there.
Harris.
5.
Joe Birds.
Is he still playing cricket?
He's still there.
He is good though. Like from what I remember, he was a good bat. So I've used 4, I've used 5, I've used 2, 3 because I know who the 1 is.
Wow. So you're gonna
Here we
have
go, here
as
we go.
your
He's gonna have some
as your-
random.
as your next test opener, Daniel Sam.
Oh my god! Fuck! I knew you were gonna have someone random.
That's a big call from you.
I thought you were gonna have at least Bancroft in there. I'll be honest, you pig. You.
That is a big call.
That's pretty good. I'll give it. Hey, well done. That's a stitcher. That was good.
There you go, Daniel Sam. You're opening.
Well, Daniel, keep taking wickets, dude. Keep scoring runs. You might. That was good.
There you go. Next test opener,
So you can obviously tell that Will doesn't want Bancroft being picked. So welcome to Renshaw. If Will was a selector, no, I don't care who gets selected. Just have a crack. Really, like it should.
I think they'll pick Green, not to open, but I think they'll shuffle the order around.
But then Head will have to open on Marnus.
Marnus, maybe.
It's only those two. Because let's face it, it doesn't impact Marnus that much.
Smith won't open.
But then it impacts everyone behind Marnus.
Yeah.
Everyone then has to reshuffle.
Yeah, and then you put Smith at 3 and have Green at 4.
I don't think you can expose Green though.
Yeah.
Like he's struggling down the order.
I think they want to put Green in.
Like 100%. He's
You
better than Marsh, but Marsh
can't drop Marsh.
You can't drop him off potential.
Do you have Marsh open?
He won't open. I don't think you want to open with him either.
No.
Do you
Well,
really
he's
want
just kind of got back into form and he's doing well at 6. You don't really want to put him at number 1 and then lose all his confidence if he gets a couple of low scores. Yeah.
That's it. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I would have Renshaw. I just like him.
You've got to pick an opener. You've got to pick Bancroft or Harris or Renshaw because they can all open.
I think Renshaw or Bancroft.
It's going to be one of those
between those two.
Yeah, it can't be Daniel Sams. No jokes. That's funny.
Well, you made your call, mate.
Let's move away from the cricket because I feel like all the non-cricket lovers will hate this episode, but that's fine. We don't give a fuck. It's our podcast.
Well, it's cricket season.
Make your own.
That's it.
That's what I say to you.
It's cricket season. It's New Year.
Football. In a week where I thought, it's New Year's, there could be some travesties. The players could be up to no good. It's been quite a...
There's some rumours going around Mitch Kenny.
Yes, there
I
are.
don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah, I have. We won't touch on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there have been rumours of Mitch Kenny not... Yeah.
You see his story.
Yes.
And then the way he covered it up. Being hacked.
I mean, it was all a joke. There's only been one thing that it doesn't piss me off. It made me laugh, to be honest. It's such a Brian Toto thing to do. So Brian Toto was celebrating his good friend, Critter.
Yeah.
In only the way Brian Toto thought he could do by wearing a Bulldogs jersey. I personally think it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, it's just a bit of banter, you know.
Like how funny. I think he was a bit pissed.
He would have been.
He looked like he was pissed. Like, and he's just in a
90% of the country was pissed.
I know, like he's just randomly in a Bulldogs jersey. I thought it was fucking hilarious. But if NRL 360 was still operating, and those old codgers would be fucking fuming.
Yeah.
And I know, it just made me laugh, and I just wanted to bring it up. It was actually funny.
There's a few articles kicking around about it saying, "Oh, what does this mean?"
And that's what I mean. It's typical staff writers
Come
that
on, mate.
don't put their name to their work. The cowards. If they got paid $1 million, they'd be putting their name all over the fucking thing.
Yeah.
But that was funny. I like Toto.
The poor Bulldogs fans that just think for a second, "Oh, maybe there's a chance." No.
They might put that on their wall as a one day sort of thing.
Yeah.
You never know. I love Toto. Best guy in the NRL, and you can't change my mind ever. Like, he's the funniest bloke. And I think he's the most likeable bloke.
Yeah.
Do you dislike him?
No.
He could kick my dog, and I'd find a way to still like him. Yeah.
Well, it depends which dog it is.
True.
I like one of them. You
One
can kick
of
the other one.
One of them. Whose question of the week is it? I think it's
I don't know. Have you got a
top
question?
3 Christmas.
I've got a question.
Go. I haven't got nothing.
Right.
I'll just do 2 in a row. Since
Question of the week. So we're into 2024 now.
we are
Um,
indeed.
so I'm thinking, and I haven't put much thought into this. It's just kind of come across me there. 2024. I want your top 3 moments that you think will happen for Australian sports in 2024.
Australian sports 2024. Is there any major things going
The
on?
Olympics.
Oh yes, we have that.
Olympics happening.
Cricket's into that, isn't it?
Cricket. So we've got India.
Women gold. I'm calling it.
Oh, we do, don't we? Where's it at? LA?
Fair.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
I don't know if it's this one or
We're
the
winning
next one.
gold.
Is this one that we're in the Olympics, or is it the
I don't
next
know.
one?
I can't. If it actually, we'll go. What are we doing sporting wise? Because you obviously got to think sporting wise, right? You got to.
Sport, well, there's obviously NRL, AFL, cricket. We're playing India at the end of the year.
2024 big moment number 3. I think the NRL Las Vegas thing is a fucking huge hit. I think those American fans, because they always talk about no pads, big hits. The odd time they watch a snippet of our highlights, they're salivating at the mouth. Like they're still watching Benji Marshall highlights. Let's put it that way. Those Americans and loving it. I think that will be a massive hit, and it'll be a future thing every year. Certain 4 teams will go. I think 2. Who have we got at the end of next summer? Is this when the summer gets good?
India.
India. I think we fucking pump them. Pat Cummins is just getting better and better with age.
Yeah.
I think we actually pump them.
Yeah.
Like I think there might be a few retirees from India because of the pumping. In typical Australian fashion, we like to retire people in the summer.
Could be a couple of our boys last.
I think it's a couple of it, but I think they'll
maybe Uzi.
I think they'll pre-announce it.
Yeah.
I think there might be like 1 or 2 from the India team that go, you know what?
Yeah.
I cannot be fucked anymore doing this.
See you later, Virat.
See you, Virat. No, he won't go. He'll have a grand tour to end his.
Yeah, he'll play against Afghanistan or something, so he can get a couple more hundreds to boost his stats.
And number 1, we've got a few boxers rolling around. I think we've got a few good boxers that are. So I think one of our Aussie boxers, or let's go combat sports in a whole, will win a title.
Tim Tszyu.
Tim Tszyu, I think he could, but I'm talking.
He'll have a title fight this year.
He'll have on. I think one of our mixed martial artists, or one of our boxers, something in the fighting game, someone will win big. It'll be a shock. It'll be like a George Kambosos. It won't be him, but it'll be like that. No one expected him to win at all.
Yeah.
I think a big win out of, the fighting community.
Yeah.
A shock.
Yeah.
An underdog.
I like that. I reckon.
Something different. I didn't want to just go cricket.
I think Tim Tszyu.
Well, the way he's going,
yeah,
you never know. He can keep
his
going.
rise is just
Yeah.
What
about you?
Each fight he gets better and better. So.
Yeah, and everyone's starting to underestimate him a bit. So, fuck, if he keeps going,
yeah,
who knows?
No one wants to fight him though.
Well, that's the issue. No one now wants to fight him because he's sort of that pesky Australian that if you lose your career, it's sort of set right back.
Because he's not big enough in the States yet to kind of get the attention
of big dogs.
Yeah. And make it worth the while.
What about you?
I'm gonna say we always do well in the Olympics.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some world records in the pool.
As per normal.
I think we're gonna end the Olympics as maybe in the top 3 in the medal tally.
Yep.
And I think the moment of the Olympics will be big Peter Bowl.
Peter Bowl, the comeback.
I reckon he gets a medal.
Yeah, that'll be nice, actually.
Might be bronze.
I want to add him in there.
I think even him with a bronze medal, I think that's going to be a bigger moment.
Well, considering
for the country.
Yeah, the whole country hates him.
They'll just get around him. They will get around him so much, I reckon.
That's good. I like that. I actually really like that.
Because we're expected to win in the pool, so it's like, cool, world records. But
yeah, the track will be the hard ones.
If we can get a track.
What is your 800 meter?
Medal,
that's his go-to. 800 is his fucking.
800 or 400? No, 800.
No, it's a big one.
Yeah,
it's a big one.
So if he can get a medal there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's you know what? That's number 1.
That's number 1, dude.
That's number 1.
I really like that, dude. Peter Bowl. Let's get around him, dude.
Get him on the show.
Because we didn't get around him when he was a fucking apparent cheat, which he wasn't.
Yeah.
Typical Australian media fucking biting into.
Well, I don't know if it was
pigs.
I didn't hear much chat like from society as a whole around him, which you did with other, I guess, drug cheats in the past.
Yeah,
But
but we turned on him hard.
the media turned on him.
The media.
But I think the Australian public kind of
like,
believed
hey, something
they're
dodgy
hang
about
on,
this.
yeah.
What's that?
Let's just wait and see what happens here.
I'm interested to see your 2 and 3 now. If that's cool. That's a good one.
That's my number one.
I
That's
like
my top
that.
moment.
I like that. That's good.
So
We're gonna tune in for it too now. We're gonna make sure to tune in for Bowles race.
Peter Bowl, get around him.
Lovely Bowl.
Number 2, I think India. I think we smash them. I think it'll be 3-0 going into Melbourne because I think because it's a 5 test match series this one. So I'm assuming it'll be the Gabba number 1.
Yeah.
First test of the summer. It's got to do it.
Just cause.
Then Adelaide in a day-night test, the swinging ball, Mitchell Stark get fucking
a bazillion
a
wickets.
bazillion wickets, perhaps more.
Yeah.
And then the third test at Perth. Just the pace and bounce we've seen in South Africa, they don't like it.
Yeah,
so,
we don't lose in Perth.
Yeah, I would say 3-0 going into Boxing Day, and they're just fucking on the next plane home, I reckon.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Fuck, that Peter Bowl one still got me good. That's good, dude.
And then, unfortunately, I think Penrith win 4 in a row. It'll be a historic win. I hope they don't, because I'm really sick of seeing them
If
win.
they win 4 in a row, then...
But I just don't see anyone that's going to beat them.
They're already the greatest side ever. Let's face it.
Like, they've lost Crichton.
They've
so
lost
that's
every
about
cunt.
it. They've lost Crichton this year. So they'll just bring some other young centre in.
But
They've
every
got
year-
Taylor May. He will come back.
Every year they just lose 2 or 3 people to winning. Like,
Yeah.
that's what happens, right? And they just keep winning.
Yeah, they get some young bloke in and as well.
Taylor May's he's a brick
He'll
shit
come
ass
back.
now too.
So he'll probably play centre.
He'll probably play centre and leave the boys on the wing.
Yeah.
What's the point of taking Taruva and
Toto,
especially with
these
that,
are wingers, yeah.
especially the way they've been fucking
That's
playing.
it. So
They're so good.
yeah, that I think a historic. When's the last time that's happened? Probably that St George side.
St
back
George
in,
side back when they were all bricklayers.
Yeah.
So fucking it didn't really look. It's history, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna happen.
I like your 3. Your 3 are hectic, especially that Peter Bowl one. That one's cool.
Yeah.
That'll be actually a really cool moment for the country. I think. Anyways, I think that'll do us.
That'll do us.
Tonight we're going to the Grey Cricketer live show
Yeah.
in Enmore.
We're excited for them.
I'm very
that should
excited.
be good.
Special guest being Simon Kadich.
Yeah.
And if you've listened to the TGC podcast, you know at the end of every episode they get peppered by someone. This is a live show. I dare say Mr. Kadich is going to get fucking peppered.
Yeah. Good. I always like Kadich actually.
I like him, but I think he's going to get peppered by the drunk.
Oh, there's gonna
people.
be a million questions about Michael Clark.
Yeah, are you and Clarky hanging out? He's going down to what beach?
Going to Noosa.
Yeah, Noosa, that's it. Anyways, big thank you. First episode. I'm sorry for being sick.
Yeah.
Get good, kid. Thank you.
Looking forward to a good year. Hopefully, we're only going to get better.
That's it.
We do try and get better,
We
believe
will.
it or not.
We will.
We are extremely professional in the way we carry out our work here.
We are. In saying that, fuck India, we're going to kill you next season.
Yeah.
So, kill in the sense we're going to destroy you in cricket.
Oh no,
like
we're going to.
Well, we'll might, but I'm not going to do that.
No, we're going to commit mass murder.
No, we're not going to do that. But Pat Cummins...
Better watch your back, Virat.
Oh my god. He's out for blood. Might have to beep that out.
No, fucking.
Not Virat, the part before that. Anyways, have a good week. We love you. You probably hate our guts. And that's the way we want it. So,
Rightio. Goodbye.